Great Scott. My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Great Scott.
Great Scott. Indeed. G'day. Welcome, welcome. I ran a bit, 11 minutes late on the CPI there. Sorry. I was enthralled and amazed by that action. I was at 0.3% higher than expected. Obviously cooked the data there. It should be probably 10 or more. The CPI. Anyway, I don't want to get my stream cut, so I won't go on about any of that crap. Crazy CPI. Yeah. How's everyone's morning going? Waking up to this craziness. It wasn't too bad. Hopefully the market's tanked a little bit. Nothing serial. And this might be an opportunity to grab a bit of a dip buy here. What's going on with my chart? They're all over the shop. I just booted up, so I'm not really ready for streaming right now. Hopefully everyone's morning's going good. Afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Oh, yeah. Exciting day. Yesterday was such a bore. It was amazingly disturbing. How slow it was, how choppy it was. So hopefully we'll get a bit of action here. This is CL. Crude oil back and trying to fill this gap. I had a quick go at it for a second. Tonight, pre-market. Got pushed back down, retesting. So pushed back out of range from yesterday. I got to drop a profile in here, but that's not where the action's at right now. The actions are in the equities, so we'll go back to those real quick. There's a profile, so retested. Trying to get out of range from yesterday and not really succeeding right now. But anyway, let's have a quick look at the ES. So there's the CPI release. Bit of a dumpy dump. Nothing serious though, like I was saying, nothing crazy. There was a gap, so we gapped up. Looks like we're going to recheck the gap. I have sort of rechecked the gap there from what? Monday or Tuesday? Thursday? Man, Prudy's just getting into it already. She's excited. She's getting settled in. Ready for a big entertaining evening here. Prudy. It's still quite warm here where I am, so I love my cat, but Okay, so quite oversold on the 30-minute now, obviously. What else are we looking at? Have a quick look at the TPO here. Trying to fill this gap. We obviously gapped up. We possibly have come back down to 526 already. I'll check it out. 526. No, we haven't gone down that far yet, so a lot of selling there. It's probably, I don't know what to expect really now. Just gonna chill out, go with the flow. Wait and see what everyone reckons. Because yeah, we obviously know that the CPI print's a scam. Anyway, we'll trade what we see. Right now we got settlement on the ES at what do we got? 44,577.75. 4577. So basically where we dumped from was settlement from yesterday. Oh, 577 3/4. Yes, I'm gonna we always make my settlement price blue. There we go. It's done from settlement. What are we currently? 8.85% down. So nothing crazy.
And it's gone.
A lot of money just got swallowed up there into oblivion.
We're sending you back to the future. Back to the future.
Yeah, so we're trading some futures here. Primarily I'm trading, at the moment I've been trading CL, which is crude oil, WTI, and S&P, which is the ES. In this case I'm trading the MES. Keep my leverage down. This is the MES here. S&P 500, and this is crude oil here. Some beautiful dip buying opportunities yesterday that I didn't take advantage of. A little bit annoyed at that, but what are you going to do, you know? These things happen. Just being wary. I've got to try and get us back to normal. I don't know why it does that. It's so frustrating. 12:30 to 5:30. You guys have this problem where you can't grab it? Just can't seem to. Oh, we're looking at 12:30. Yay, there we go. Oh, we're looking at 12. This is crude. So crude markets opens at 12. Come on, give it to me. Man, this is why it's really skill testing me at this hour of the night, of the day. There we go. Okay. That's crude from yesterday. So today we've come back down, test the point of control from yesterday. We've got a bounce off value area high. Came back and tested value again. Came back out. Looks like getting a nice bounce off value area high again, which happens to be VWAP. Probably a good dip buy. This S&P. Let's make sure everything's zeroed out. Sometimes it doesn't load all the data. Okay, there we go. So we're quite a ways from all the volume that we put in this morning in the overnight and in the end of the session yesterday. Just melted up, didn't it? On pre-market, and then did nothing. It's really a frustrating day to trade yesterday. Hopefully we get a few good trades in tonight. It's a little bit more movement, a little bit more, you know, a little bit more commitment from everybody. Okay. So everything's looking good here. I think we're all set up, ready for the open. Crude open in 10 minutes. And then the equities will open at 12:30 my time, so 8:30. So a little bit of time, 40 minutes. We've got our eye on crude. Again, dip buys are pretty optimal here, I'd say. Here we go. Okay. What are we looking at for crude? Settlement was 89.66. 89.66. That'll do, hey? Cool, so we bounced off settlement. Retested settlement. pre-market this morning, and just sort of tripping about this gap now. Everyone's like, do we want to go? Because once we cross, we got to go. Looking at some RSI readings here. I was looking at the RSI yesterday and I wasn't taking enough notice of the profiles. I'm totally missed the buy. Great buy. Yesterday this was a buying opportunity here. Halfway through the day. Of value area low. So if we do come back into value and it's accepted, then we might see a rotation back down to test low 89s again. I'm looking for Hogue. Where's Hogue at? Is he here? Come on, Hogue. He's on. Cool. Mr. Hoagland. Top step. See what he has to say for himself.
Coming next, Albert. Ray, good morning.
Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys.
Raising are bad for all debt-burdened companies in the NASDAQ that don't turn a profit.
Or too low. Anyway. I'll just listen to what he has to say, Mr. Hoagland, because he's probably got a few good ideas. What you got, man?
Spencer, Jeff. Good morning, Rick. My brother, I love you. Stephen, Deanna Floyd. Good morning. The Q&A session yesterday was good.
Yep, he's just saying good day to everybody.
Michael.
Nice one.
Bruins goalie retired. Wow. Becky. Good day, Ryan, Louis, Columbus, Expediter, Pajoli, good morning.
Just saying good day to everyone here.
Serviday, Harvester, good morning, Mike.
Anyway. So yeah, ultimately I'm probably going to try and wait to be patient, see if we retest settlement here before we... Obviously, it looks like we might be reaccepting into value here. Interesting.
These markets are going to try and bully us into taking trades that may be outside of our trading plans. It's hard to have a trading plan on a day like today. We don't know what's going to happen. Give yourself the opportunity to find some sort of structure to lean on. It's all about risk management. All about risk management. All right. So why don't we jump in and take a look at the charts? Let me make sure I'm set up correctly over here. And we're going to jump in.
So if you guys want to watch this guy do this, this is on Top Steps YouTube site. Check it out. Top Steps YouTube channel. This is John Hoagland, pit trader with a lot of experience. He does a daily market forecast.
All right, so we're going to start with
some really good ideas.
And here we go.
So I like listening to him. You can play along at home.
All right. So S&Ps, we had it looks like a really impressive breakout to the upside from what would be a bull flag. Volume wasn't all that great. Wasn't even all that great in New York. And we were watching Delta yesterday, which is the number of contracts that trade on the offer minus the number of trades that the number of contracts that trade on the bid. And as the market continued to push higher yesterday, we saw Delta moving in the other direction, which can indicate a potential accumulation, usually going to be created by a longer time frame, but that didn't happen. I'm really surprised. So this move to the upside, similar to these days, we lost open interest yesterday, 4,600. Really kind of surprised by that. So that means that there was no new business coming into the marketplace. We were taking care of old business. There was some short covering, probably into some long liquidation. People just kind of flattening, or he was just flattening, or positioning themselves, hedging themselves for what was due out today. So we didn't get the increase in open interest that we were looking at. If we're going to continue higher, it's going to take new business to do so. And right now, looks like any plans for moving higher are off for the short time frame here. Here's the 30-minute chart. You can see this red line here. Okay, it zeros at 8:30. This is a much easier way to look at the delta. So while price continued to push higher through the regular day session yesterday, delta kept increasing in negativity. Well, that's a divergence. That says that there's something else going on. When delta is negative, that means that aggressive traders are hitting the bids using market orders. Typically, that should move price price lower. But when price moves in the opposite direction, that's an indication of a potential accumulation in longer time frame. In this case, it was more of a short covering meets long liquidation event. It seems we didn't lose too much in open interest, but it just didn't play out the way I was thinking. So we have to make adjustments to that. When we open this morning, we're going to be opening with a gap. We're going to be opening inside a gap. Are we going to be creating an island top here? And we don't really have a move to the upside that would indicate a powerful island top. But it is still entirely possible. We know we've got inflation. We know rates are going up. How are these markets going to respond to that? So we've got our area of balance down here. Where are we here? We're in an area of balance, so to say. We're still inside yesterday's range, extended trading hour range. So the change in price isn't all that tremendous here just yet. We got to see what happens when the U.S. markets open. Opening range is a possibility. We're out of range. We're out of balance. Big news. When the market opens, if the opening range is left at the high or the low, it might provide a good opportunity for us. I said might. So how do you have a plan for this? You'll look for structures to lean upon. Look for structures to lean upon. Let's take a look at the crude oil now.
So that's good advice there from Hogue. It's good stuff. Now he's going to check out the crude markets. The 1 minute. We got opening coming up in 30 seconds here. So give me my data. Okay, here we go. Just going to mark this one out. Get my markers ready for the 1 minute. I can get my profile ready to go as well. 10 seconds. What's going to happen? Probably not much. Not expecting too much volatility here. Looks like a bit of a push to the downside straight away. For open. Okay. Here we go. We got a low, we got a high. There we go. Still coming down. This is a dip buying opportunity. Retesting overnight lows. Pretty heavy come down there. Nice. Karma's not really being affected, so it's could be a tasty long down here. Could be risky though. We are below. It's a pretty big opening range. We are below Karma on the 1 minute. It's a big range. Okay. So we've got the range. We'll go back to our 5 minute. See what's happening on the 5 minute. Karma's way up here at $90.30 roundabouts. This could be a spot for a long here. We'll get a profile going. A lot of volume being put in here at 75s. You know, I'm pretty keen for a long here. Oh man.
Last night, is that going to be good enough? Where we are right now is we're in range, we're in
Dumping.
value. We don't really have any big change in the value of crude oil. You know, here's that low. We tried to check this naked point of control here. We didn't get to it. Still haven't gotten to it in the regular trading hour session. We've got the gap here that creates the island top. We were looking yesterday as buyers possibly present here in the last 2 days, actually. Buyers possibly present here in this previous
order working
area of balance here. Okay. This might end up being a demand zone. Supply might be up here, you know, in this area. So we're going to look to possibly close out this gap. We're going to look for bigger opportunities at last week's high and this week's low, and, you know, looking for opportunities to limit risk on shorter time frame levels. Point of control. That's this week's low. The high of the previous area of balance. We've opened range and value. Let's take a look at the 1 minute chart, see if the opening range offered an opportunity. And it did.
I'm not keen on that because the
opening
Karma's
range.
just flushed down below the envelope.
07
So
to 71.
it's, I don't know.
Wow. That's a pretty substantial opening range.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
So now I think the CPI may be getting a little bit digested in crude oil here as a potential for limiting demand. You know, typically when we open in range and in value, the opening range trade is typically not all that great. Certainly working for us today. Information changes everything. NASDAQ.
Wow. Look at that bet.
All right. Very similar. Equally hollow upside move. Couldn't get to the same level that it did yesterday in the S&Ps. Losing 3,200 in open interest. Again, probably a lot of positioning and hedging for the information due out today. It's going to need new business for this market to continue to move to the upside, and that's going to be hard to find with.
Thanks for that, Hoax. Geez. Should have gone long there. Hey, I was looking at 89.10 refilling. Looks pretty nice. I guess we'll hopefully get a second chance draw here, but they push that hard. It was a pretty aggressive little pull, so I wanted to be sure of that. Jeez. I got a second chance here. Back into volume. Crude market's been over for 5 minutes here. First 5 minutes of the day is over. And we have a pretty nice little dump to the downside. It's almost $1. Is it? Yeah. That's heavy. Heavy dumpage. So I'm going to be careful there. That's pretty crazy. Looks like buyers are trying to hold up here, so still could be a little bit more risk to the downside at the moment. Not real keen on taking a long just here yet, below. We are a long way from karma. Very oversold. So let's see what goes on here. They're going to hold 20s and 29s, 30s. Delta going up, same price. I think another dip's involved here. Another dip. Sellers are a bit wary. Buyers are a bit wary. Consolidation, possibly. 30s.
Great Scott.
Breaking 30s. Still early. Still early days. It's a bit of a gift dip buy though if it's going to hold up here. Buyers want to step in. You know. Or is price going to hit 88.8 miles an hour? They're trying to salvage something. Equity's doing still selling off pre-market. Very oversold. They're not liking that print, that CPI print at all. Wrecked. That's wrecked. Anyway, back to oil. Just keep an eye on this. We might get a pop here. Buyers might be holding up here. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Still not. Maybe some more shorts are accumulating some positions here. I'm not sure. Very oversold. So, coming to be, this is the spot, man. Should have probably picked one up down there. 89.10 would be laughing right now. But still a concern because the equity's just going down like the way they are. Got to be careful. $20 minutes still Market's open in New York. Big block up here at 59. See, that's the problem. It's in my diddle now, but I'd love to just try and get on the train back up to Karma. Looks pretty good, hey? Still lower highs. It's a bit dangerous. Nice spot though. On the day, the low, value area low. So a lot of volume to crack now there at 50. A bit of volume. Slap, bit of a slap.
It's a trap.
Careful. Are they going to push it? Seems that way. 1 minute opening range is 71. Should have got on the train, you know. That's cool. It's a nice spot though. I guess equities might be trying to recover a little bit, not much though. Ah, there they go. Ah, man. Buyers are pushing. Jeez. That's a bit shameful. Nice. Nice dip buys. Back within their 1 minute opening range. That was very tasty. I was saying, why I'd take a buy off that, and oh shit. Let's not talk about it. Go back outside of 1 minute range. Rejecting. Off volume up there at 80. Wick test at 56. 50, 60 possibly. Ten seconds left on this candle. In the diddle zone, so it's just, oh man, you know, this is a good spot for a buy. 52s, it's just right in my diddles. There's a lot of volume there. It's worth a stab. Wick test at 56. Wicks get filled. Mm-hmm. All right, hopefully everyone's morning's going good. This is fun. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for dropping by and letting me know about that. It's good to see you in here. Hopefully you're having a great day. Yeah, thanks, man. I can build stuff for you if you like, dude. I'm not very good. I'm a musician by trade, so I just like to feck around with this stuff. I enjoy other people's streams a lot, and yeah. So yeah, if you want any tips or help, man, like hit me up. I'm happy to help. OBS is one sick beast. I'm no master of it, but yeah, I'm liking the layout too. Thanks, dude. Trying to take some trades here. It was a little bit iffy about that last setup, just with the CPI print. You know, equities are still sort of coming down. Look to try and recover it now, but you know, Delta doesn't look that healthy right now. So anyway, we shall see what's going on as time goes by. We've got 13 minutes left till open, so just got to be patient. Yeah, this is Back to the Futures, where we're trading some crude oil and some S&P 500 futures, the micro version of it at the moment, because I'm only in a 50k combine. That's the whole idea of this channel, is just to give you it's just basically a diary of the comedy of errors that has been my combine trading career up to this point. Oh, we're up to day 276. Wow, time really gets away when you're having fun. That's good stuff. So yeah, just a really honest insight into what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and just to look back for myself, really, as to how things went and where I screwed up real bad. Because obviously, yeah, I've still got a lot to learn, as we all probably do in this crazy financial market right now. I think there's a lot of people in this market that haven't even seen this before. I mean, I wasn't around before the 70s. All this inflation stuff's pretty new to me. So it's a good experience to be here, listening, watching, learning, taking it all in. Hopefully we don't have to trade through these extremes ever again in our lifetimes, but the way things are looking, because this could be beneficial knowledge right here. All right, so we got CL dipping back down after it had a look back up at opening range. Didn't even really have a peak inside. Oh, it did, yeah. Had a little peaky peak. Hit some volume up there at 80s. Coming back down. Rechecking. This is probably the best second chance draw we're going to get before equities open, but it's hard with the pits opening and crude like a half hour before S&P, before the equities. Sometimes I've always sort of tried to make it a rule, unless the setups are really good, I don't trade pre-market. Just sort of wait for the volume to come in and plan my attack from there. But yeah, it's a tough one. We never know what these guys are going to be up to. Hey. Okay, we're just going to chill out here and wait. We got 10 minutes till equities do their thing. It's like we're trying to find a bottom here at the moment. Very oversold. Check out the 30-minute. Very oversold. Push through the bottom of the gap, so we're back in value, back in range. We can't get back into this gap, and we're going to assume we're looking for shorts back down to potentially back down to value over your low from yesterday, just all the way back down at 75s, 44.75. So yeah, we've just tested point of control there. That's where we're sort of settling right now. I'm assuming that's probably That's probably where settlement was from Monday too. Is it Monday or Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Hey, yeah. Losing track, man. Losing track. Need some more of this, eh? I need a coffee machine in here so bad. Let me know what you're all trading. If anyone's out there, what are you trading? What are you looking at trading? Or if you're new, you know, what are you looking at getting into? It's an exciting world out there. It's a large world of trading. So you don't want to sort of waste your time looking in every direction. I'm glad I found futures. I was trading a bit of crypto before I got into futures, a bit of forex, some commodities, CFDs, not futures, and yeah. Once I found futures, I was pretty happy with the results I was getting. You know, the possibility of results anyway. Can definitely see the potential here. All right, CL's coming back down to lows of the day. Buyers weren't really happy to continue there. I guess everyone's just getting flat for the open. You know, it's same mentality as me. It's like, oh shit, get out! 15 minutes till open. I don't know. Some nice dip buys there. If we caught the bottom there where I said to get in 89.10 was the point that I wanted. What we get up to 89.80s. So. Just need a bit more of that. Can't get disappointed though. Just had some really good call-outs this week so far. I just haven't capitalized on any of them because of the leverage that's involved here. It's going to be starting out pretty small again, being wary. Starting out the 50k combine, you only get $1,000 drawdown per day and $2,000 max drawdown before you blow up. So it's quite challenging when you're trading large contracts like crude. It's $10 a tick. So what? 100 ticks. It's $1 move in price, and I'm wiped out. Basically, if I don't get out, that's my stop. That's my risk for the day. Gone. Equities 6 minutes left. Oh, everyone's got their coffee in them because this could get exciting. Positive vibes. Everyone's like, that was long was like.
No.
Just coming into the office. Like, shit, what the heck happened, dude? Meanwhile,
Slacker.
Putin's like, yeah, boy. Nice sells. Nice sells there. Nice sells. All right. So we got a second chance to it. Seems to be working out quite well there. The crude dip buys. I found the area low on the day, 22, 21, and it's pushing over point of control again, right steadily. This is quite robust. Is that a word you'd use? Robust. Yeah, if you're wondering what this stupid big tip jar thing is, Mr. Fusion, it's the energy reactor. It's Mr. Fusion. It's,
We're sending you back to the future.
Yeah.
My calculations are correct. When this
Yeah, when it hits 88.8, which it never has. I've got it on my chart, waiting for a fill at 88.8, but this market just doesn't want to give it to us. The doc's really disappointed right now. Yeah. Anyway, This is this is pretty fun. I'm trying not just to get too crazed because I have been really serious about my trading the last 12 months, and I've learned a lot and it's been great, but it's taken a toll on me psychologically and physically probably as well at some points. All right, we're pushing over point of control here at 50. Buyers seem to be trying to get back into control here. So I'll see what they do it back at opening range. Opening range and value area high of the session, which is at 60, 69. Which one's that? No, 69. It's one of my favorite ones, and I don't know where it is. That one. Yeah. Trying to get it to 69. I don't know whether origin code's still in here or not, bro, but if you are, thanks for sticking around. Like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff. Say g'day. Thanks for saying g'day. It's really nice of you. Alright, so CL's attempting to get itself back out of the mud and get back up to overnight levels. Above 90s. I think we can do that, to be honest. VWAP's still up there at 90. So, interesting. What does this mean? Does this mean we should take along from VWAP? Ride it? I don't know. We gotta just be patient here. Equities markets are opening up in 3 minutes. So let's get G'd. Let's get G'd. Yes. Forgot to refill the coffee. Bloody CPI print coming out an hour early. Had no time for coffee, man. Okay, so crude's giving us another chance. Possibly. Come back up to settlement there and volume for the month. So retesting volume for the month. Minute 20 left to go before market open. Very oversold in the 30 minute, very oversold in the 5 minute. Bottom of a range. Point of control on the session. I don't know, it's sort of hard to say. There's a lot of volume here, a lot of volume there, a lot of volume there. So if we don't accept over 45, 18s, 20s, we're probably going to see another leg to the downside. Which is crazy, but anyway, good luck. Stay safe. Always use a stop, as Hoax would say. Don't attempt to pull out using your timing. You're not going to do it if you're over leveraged anyway. Okay, let's go. And fantastic mic. Is that what you said? Can you link it if I have it by chance? I'm not sure if you're talking about my microphone there, origin code, or my stream layout. I'm in OBS. I'm not sure. Can I share a stream layout? I'm not sure. I'll have a look for you anyway, mate. If you want to come back and say g'day again in the comments or something, I'll get back in touch with you. All right, markets have opened. Let's go. Good luck. Good luck. Stay safe. Stay patient too. Don't FOMO into anything crazy. Buyers are coming in. Buyers are coming in. Buyers are coming in. 45.20, 45.20s. A lot of volume here at 45.20s. We're going to see a slap down. I really think we will. Just fake out. Bit of a grab.
It's a trap.
Unless we're just going to miss the train. That's how I'm justifying anyway. Okay, so point of control's flipped on the day now. 18's seen a lot more volume now. It's probably a good sign for the bulls. Tentatively take a long here.
Order
Am I going to miss the
working.
train? I'm going to miss the train. No, don't do that to me. No. Okay, I missed the train. So that's okay. We're just going to wait and see if we get another return move. Try and get back in on the next dip. Not going to chase it. It's going to be a good spot here. We have a wick test. Oh, we missed out again by a tick. Man, this is not meant to be for us today. Right now, we're going to have to wait. Let's chill. Okay, so we're over Karma. CL's pumping nicely. Back into 1 minute opening range. Very nice. Recovery there. Okay, so we're back in the gap here on the ES. Pushing away from value, away from yesterday's, Thursdays, Wednesdays, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. 2 days ago, we're trying to get back in that range. We're pushing away from it, trying to get back into yesterday's range. We're a long way from it. This is a big gap we need to fill. If we can't fill that, probably more chance of going to the downside. My microphone, yeah, it's an old school SM7B origin code, the big one. I think a lot of streamers now are using the smaller one. This is the old school one. It's a Shure SM7B. But thanks for that, man. I'm flattered you like the sound. I'm pretty picky with it, and I didn't know whether I got the compression and all that sort of stuff right. I'm a musician and a sound guy myself, but there's a few limitations to the software, so I wasn't sure whether it was dialed in or not. But cheers, man. Yeah, it's a pretty decent mic. I think they make a smaller version of it now with just the same quality, just a little bit more podcasty. It's the same one I think Joe Rogan uses on his podcasts. I think it's become sort of the mic of choice. I bought it back in the day when I used to be in a metal band. Was screaming into. I saw a Red Hot Chili Peppers video where I think they were using it to record Funky Monks or something, some video like that. It's a documentary back in the day. I think an Incubus DVD, they were all using one of these too. So I bought it back in the day, and then sort of seen a revival with all the streamers. So yeah, you could probably pick one up. I think the smaller ones are pretty affordable actually. But you know, a good mic's a good mic. A fair mic's a fair mic. You can do pretty good either way with a bit of software, stuff like that. Do you stream Origin Code? You do any streaming, mate? You looking to set up some stuff? I got this little Zoom recorder the other day. It's secondhand, and it's got a microphone. It's also got a USB. You can connect it up to your computer, and it'd be a great little mic. Very cheap. But yeah, anyway, trying to get back out of this gap. Hey, thanks, man. Boss status, hey. Wait until you see my performance trading. But at least my presenter skills could excuse me from my poor trading results. It's fun and games out here.
This is the proof.
Anyway. Where you from anyway, man? Is it just my Australian accent? Makes me sound crazy. I'm glad you can even understand what I'm saying right now. I've had a few people say I've got to slow down with my speech because they can't understand what I'm saying because my Aussie accent's a bit too thick. Okay, seeing some rejection possibly out of the range. So I don't know. Shorts aren't really in all here, but higher delta, lower price, possible buyer exhaustion, or just consolidation till we get to the next point. It's hard to say. I mean, it's hard not to see us testing VWAP on the day. There's a bit of volume to get through at 37.75, so we'll see. Just staying patient. Probably selling the rips today on the equities. I guess that's the plan, considering the CPI print and the way the traders reacted early on this morning. We'll just keep it cool. Central US Kansas. Oh, awesome, man. Yeah, it's the middle of the night here. Well, it's 12:36 a.m. So I'm buzzed out on the coffee right now. I've been working, and it's in the evening for me. So, yeah, I'll have to come over and spend a bit of time in your part of the world once everything gets back to some sort of normality. Anyway, we do see a little bit of rejection up here. The gap on the 30-minute. Wick test. We're trading away from this range, so I'm not sure. This is a tough one. Some sort of special thing that Togue was talking about, special situation range play. Just check it out on the big screen for a second. Oh. So yeah, it's been a slow start to the day for me, but I guess equities have only been open for 7 minutes, so I've got to keep reminding myself it's still early days. Okay, equities are pushing now. That's nice. Possible short up here at 38 at volume. I like that. That's quite a large block though. What do we got on the ES dome? Do you do any trading, Origin Code? How'd you find me, man? I've been struggling to gather viewers, so I'm glad you ran into me. There's probably 1,000 channels called Back to the Future because it's such an awesome thing. So it's been hard. It's been a bit of a struggle. I guess I haven't been doing it for that long. Did have some content up earlier and deleted that content. It was more crypto related and yeah, it's just that whole area of just changed. I didn't want to be part of it, so I took a little bit of time off the socials and the whole streaming thing. But now we're back. Trying not to lose too much money. That's my aim here. It's not to make money, it's just not to lose money. I'm doing a 50k combine. If you're interested, there's a link in the description. You can check it out. Basically, I get to trade the firm's money if I can prove to them that I'm a good trader through passing an evaluation process. It's pretty grindy. It's not easy. But there is some light at the end of the tunnel. After passing the steps, you make a bit of money and you get to keep, basically, if you're consistent, you can become quite profitable. Here we are at 38. Do we want to short this? It seems pretty strong. Not overbought on the 5 minutes. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just trying to pass that, get funded, try and build up my own capital. I don't mind a short here, to be honest.
Order filled.
This big block here. Oh Jesus, I'm on the ES. That's bad. That's real bad. I got to get out if I can. I'm going to get totally destroyed. I don't want to leave this running for too long. Oh, what? I did this last night. Took an accidental trade on the ES. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have gotten in the way of it. Looking for ejection before VWAP. Run for the hills, but yeah, might not be able to salvage this one. That's nasty. Silly error. Some big blocks coming up here below, so hopefully we haven't totally clapped myself here. Usually I don't take mistake trades, but I have done in the last couple of nights. So maybe it's a sign that I need to up my ante and play a bit bigger. But This is too big for me realistically. This is a bit crazy. Probably should just take this L and get the heck out of here. Looks grindy. Oh, awesome, man. Good stuff. Congratulations. You just trade NASDAQ NQ or MNQ. NQ is pretty crazy. It's worth it if you can do it. It's great movement, great market to trade if you're a scalper. I was doing that for about a year. I tried trading NQ and I was going okay, but yeah, after a while, started eating some big losses. Just gets out of hand. So that's why my goal here is to manage risk right now. It's not to make tons of money. This is a bad sell. I should realistically get out of this immediately with some immediacy, but just hoping to see a quick flush. Back down to the volume here at 38. I might be able to get out for cheap. Awful miss trade. Still, it's cool. It's all good. Yeah, the NQ is great, man. I love the volatility, but it's serious. It's a serious market to trade. I think I'm going to have to take this L. One last shot at pushing it back down, guys. 40 wick test. I think they survived it. They didn't even try. You profit. Yeah, I haven't tried that one yet. I've only really tried top steps so far, so there's quite a good selection of these prop firms out there now. All right, I'm gonna have to get out of here. Yeah, that's awful. It's awful. Can we just see a rejection off VWAP? No. What a comedy of errors. Correct. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, we're away from karma here. I could just try and hold through this nasty drawdown. 25.75. If I can get it. Come on, guys, reject. Dragon. Yeah, it's definitely a dragon, man. Right atop that. Right atop this beast consistently. That's a great way to put it. You're a wordsmith, bro. You're a wordsmith. Yeah, it's a great way to look at it. Damn, I should have got out there on that dip. We see some rejection under VWAP here. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, CPI print was, people were quite scared. Come on, push it down. Give me karma. I'll just take value area low. I might even take hell. I'll just take wick test. If I can get it. 30s. Oh, come on, baby. I know my silly will is not gonna change anything. Come on, baby. Please don't let this mistake be in vain. No, we're not looking good. I've got to get out. We're going to get out. Pushing back on VWAP. No. Awful. Awful stuff. I could add one here and just hope for the best. So there's a slap. I mean, you can see some exhaustion coming in on Delta. This is why I'm just sort of pretty... I don't want to take the loss. Oh. At least we got a bit more movement than last night. Last night was just awful. Absolutely awful. Like watching paint dry. This is not dull though. I'm just hoping for a bit of a push back down here. Even just to test some volume there at 35s, but they're consolidating above VWAP now. Okay. I might have to just accept this as a really bad mistake and move on. Still, I don't mind this trade. Honestly. Delta's coming down. We're not seeing price movement, so it seems like there's some longer term longs in the market that want higher price. Come on, dip, baby. What are we looking for? Some big blocks coming up here. What are we looking for? 38s? I just want to get out, to be honest. I hate this. Too much drawdown on such a small account. I don't know what sort of accounts you trade. Origin code, you trade the 150k, the big ones. You probably got a little bit more drawdown than I do. Hey, 3k drawdown instead of 1k. Just 1k is just not enough, really, in these markets. Anyway, we're holding on. Delta's looking good here for me right now. 33s could be okay to get out. I'd accept that. 35, 50. You know, let's accept that. See what we get. I mean, dang, if we get flushed, we could go down to see lows again. I don't think I'm going to stick around, to be honest. Nah. Sitting on volume. Point of control. 42 3/4. Pray for me. Pray for me. There's some big blocks below. It's what's sort of giving me confidence here. I want to see a result. I didn't see the 1 minute opening range on the MAS. I'm assuming it's somewhere down here where volume was put in. 28s, 30s. That's cool. We'll just hold on to this a little bit longer. Just be patient. I just want to get out. Honestly, I'm not here to make a big load of cash on this trade. So I'm trying to run to safety. I mean, I should probably just get above this, all this volume here. Hopefully they just run these blocks and get the heck out of here. Live to fight another day. They are looking good though. 50k is what I found to be the best value from an investment perspective. Yeah, that's true. It definitely helps on the discipline. I don't know how you must be really getting good entries and stuff. Being really patient, waiting for some really good entries. $1,000 drawdown on NQ is tough. Can be done, but it's very tough. Sort of got to nail your first 2 or 3 trades, give yourself that leeway, don't you? All right, buyers are coming back through. Retesting VWAP, not a good sign for me. Still got some big blocks below. So this is still, 425, 525. Sorry. Oh, here comes Karma. Come on, baby. Come down to 30 or something. No, back over VWAP. Volume coming in. Karma's spiking. I gotta get out. I really do have to get out.
Order filled.
It's too bad. Yeah, they're pushing it now. That's probably where I wanted to actually short, but not the MES. I mean, not the ES. Yeah. I knew that was going to happen. I think I even warned myself. I did that on stream yesterday and actually made money somehow. I got out really quickly though. I think it was only a $37 trade. Awful. So let's, what are we down? Down 500 on the day. It's pretty awful. It's half my risk on the day. So we've got to be Pretty mindful about what we're doing here now. CL, I was really wanting to attack CL. Wow, it pumped. It's pretty hard. It's hard to see that. We were looking at longs down here at 89.10. That's a nice pump on crude. Jeez, really, really nice. Always bound to happen, I guess. So ES is pushed back into trying to get back into range. Back clearing the gap. Do we accept value? Do we accept from range from yesterday now? Or do we get rejected? This is the question. Man, that was a terrible situation for me, stuck in that short. They're probably going to flush now. Yeah. Should have got out just a VWAP where I could have, you know, I saw him pushing on it again. It was pretty obvious. Ended up getting disturbingly wrecked there. Anyway, on to the next. It's okay. It's a big hit though. I think yesterday when they made $100, so what a drag that was. Do you have like do you have multiple funded accounts, origin code? Do you have funded accounts? I've seen a few people using trade copiers between the programs. I'm not sure. I haven't even, I can't even get one, so it'd be a fairly little bit of time before I need to find myself a good trade copier. What was everyone's? What was your thoughts? What's everyone's thoughts on the CPI crap? I think they cooked the data. Obviously, should be a lot higher. I mean, it's a day trader. It's not our job to ask these questions. We just trade what we see. But might see a bit of rejection up here. This is value area low from yesterday. 4,560. Yeah, definitely origin code. That's so true, mate. Get used to just clicking the flatten, exit at market and cancel button as quickly as possible. That's what I did yesterday. But I think yesterday there was a couple of times where I had some nice CL setups, and that particular ES trade that I mistakenly took yesterday, it actually would have worked out for me in my favor quite well. It's always that way though, you know. I think yesterday was more like hard done by, feeling hard done by because the EIA numbers came out. There was a lot of movement on crude. I could have really capitalized from that. It was working really well with my strategy. But I didn't take any of the trades because I wasn't really certain with what was going on and didn't want to get too wrecked. And then the next night, obviously, I mistakenly take a trade and get completely wrecked. So yeah, it's always hindsight, isn't it? But that's the best advice: is just get the heck out, just run for the hills, and just deal with it. I could have got out for about $100 there and just moved on with my life, but you know, $500 later. Anyway, good thoughts, man. I think I might have seen you around in other trading rooms. I think Origin Code. You've obviously done some hard yards, man, and learnt from some experiences yourself. So well done to you for just having the patience and diligence to continue. It's one of those games where you just need to stay committed and stay confident with your conviction. You know, unemotional. It's a tough one. So definitely it's more of a challenge than people think. That's for sure. Okay, so we're accepting, looks like we're accepting back into range from yesterday. We're trying to accept back into value. if we do, which obviously there's not long to far left to go up there. 76 settlement up there at 77 and 3/4. So we'll probably see a rotation back up to value area high, a lot of volume. That's a 20, I think, 20 EMA. It could be SMA, it doesn't matter. So we got a lot of visuals above. It just depends. Now that we've filled the gap, it's quite a chance of it going up. Lots coming in out of this future space, as in people. Souls, poor souls, victims. Prey. Yeah, I'm sure you would have seen some people. It's definitely not easy, man. It's a wonderful game, but for a certain few, I love it. But it's been really hard. Because I live in Australia. It's the time zone difference is really tough for me. I'm lucky to have like a really weird job. I do split shift work, and I get to fit in New York Open between my jobs, and my girlfriend hates it, and you know, it's one of those ones. But it definitely sorts. You know, if you're not committed, you definitely wouldn't be getting up early in the morning or late in the middle of the night to put on a few trades and risk some money. So it's not for the faint-hearted, not for the posers. It's easy to YOLO some money and, you know, make a quick buck. But to have that consistency and just that robustness in your mental game, you know, stay solid, stay true. Whoa, I really envy and idol those people that can just turn up every day and just keep doing it. They're the ones that are winning. So it's not about the big scores, really. It's just about having a nice objective view every day when you come into the office and being prepared for anything. So that's what I've been trying to do anyway. It's tough. Just don't lose. Yeah, you know, it's a lot easier. A lot easier than said than done. But you see enough, you know, you put in enough time, screen time, I think. Listen to enough old timers, not old timers, but, you know, people like yourself probably that have been around. There's people out there with some really good information. That's the beauty of this space right now is, you know, 30, 40 years ago, there was no internet. There's not even any textbooks on this crap, really. Macroeconomics. No, thanks. So, you know, this is a beautiful thing, but it also brings some craziness to the market because everyone can get involved now, you know, including plebs like me. Probably shouldn't really be here, but it's a beautiful, it's a beautiful thing. I think what attracted to me initially was just the organic nature of the market, you know. It really, really interests me. Caught my interest anyway. And then obviously I wanted to see if I could make money, and couldn't work out how to do that for quite a while. Still working it out, as you just witnessed. But it's all good. CL's sort of double topped up here at 1996, $90.96, close to $91, which was our buy zone from yesterday. 91, wasn't it? Am I tripping? Could be tripping. Oh no, of course not. It was 89 yesterday. That was that buy zone from yesterday. So a bit more of a rejection up here at 91. They did run the overnight highs, so that's always a sign. We don't have any profile on this at the moment. I got to put that in. Get that in there. There we go. So we've run the overnight highs and rejected. Origin code saying what? The only thing we can absolutely control is ourselves. Master yourself, master the emotions, exercise your discipline, keep at it, hold the responsibility of your actions, take it seriously. It's so true. It's so true. It sounds like we're monks or something, you know. but or sports stars, elite sports players. The same thing, you know. It's all a lot of it is about the mental game and the physical game too. You know, being physically fit to sit at a workstation and hold your focus and hold your attention and be motivated and excited to want to be part of it, you know. That's another reason why I like streaming. I'm calling out the trades. I'm calling out what I'm looking at. My emotion. What am I feeling? It's just good to review, even for myself, to go back and look and go, well, look what you're saying just before you took that dumbass trade. And look what you're saying before you didn't take the trade, and then you know, there's so many things. And in the heat of the moment, a lot of times you forget about that. There's a lot of emphasis these days on doing journaling and stuff like that. I think that's important too. I keep a list of, you know, notes for the day, what I expect, my expectations are on the day, technically and fundamentally. But myself, I think, yeah, I couldn't really do that. This is a far more beneficial process for me, just doing it this way. So we're getting to be oversold, overbought. Apologies. My dyslexia is creeping through again. You know, we're running hot here on the RSI on the 5 minute. They're pushing it hard. I'm glad I didn't try to wait for that return move. Hey, we never saw that rotation, so that would have been wreckage. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's almost like watching a movie of human psychology. That's another reason why it's so organic, I guess. And you're very, very passionate about trading, and that's so cool to see. And thanks for stopping by and letting me know about your passion for trading, and just reminding me of, you know, how beautiful this is, and having gratitude and grace, you know, for just even being able to have the ability to do what we're doing right now. Just electronically look at these crazy prices that reflect human psychology all around the world in a minuscule second, you know, bang, 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 and talk about it at the same time and reflect on it. It's just crazy. I can only imagine what it would have been like back in the day of, you know, sitting in a room, listening to the ticker actually ticking over mechanically every minute, once a minute, waiting to see if your position was still in profit or not. Obviously probably a lot of advantages to that too. Yeah, cheers, man. I wish you all the success, hey, in your trading adventures. At the end of the day, it's just a nice, if you know, even if it's just a pastime and a hobby for people, it's exciting, you know, just to watch price action. It sounds crazy, and people that don't understand it won't. You can't explain that to them, obviously. So it's always refreshing to meet other people that have the same passion, have a similar feeling. Still grinding to the upside. The melt up is real here. We're looking at a top now, possibly retesting. I think they want overnight highs, but we are overbought now on the RSI. So be wary, guys, if you're going to long. I would not long this. I don't know. I was wishing for more movement yesterday, and now I'm getting it, and I'm just wigging out. Especially after that $500 L. I've reset mentally, but I've got to keep that in the back of my mind. I don't have as much wiggle room now. Not that I ever want to take that sort of loss on a day trading. That's probably like a weekly loss for me. Probably I could end up just shutting down pretty soon based on that, or just sitting here and reflecting on how cool markets are and what everyone else is doing. But it's a tough one. Gotta wait for a pretty ideal setup now. Yeah, CL's pushing up to see its... what do we got here? CL on 30-minute. So this is today, yesterday, the day before. What's this? Second. What was that? Wednesday. Thursday. No. Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. It's Monday, isn't it? Trying to get back into Monday's range. Not sure. Yeah, you having much luck on the NASDAQ tonight, mate? There's a bit of movement over that way. Been pretty good for you at the moment. A bit more of a melt up to the upside as well by the looks of things. Oh yeah, okay. I was open down here. Okay, nice. Oh, hopefully you went long, man. That would have been a nice trade. Where's VWAP at? Okay, so we're not far off VWAP, are we? We're still... That's CPI. Okay. I think we've loaded it all. I'm doing all this on a laptop, so things get a bit crazy, a bit slow. Anyhow, above 15k, I'll be a bit more bullish. We're doing well to try and get back up there at the moment. That's for sure. Go Nazi. Alright, back to CL. 9120 I had in my screen for a rejection. I think possible sell area. 9120. That was point of control. Tough to take a short though on commodities right now. This inflation the way it is, hey, it's just unbelievable. Oh, that was loud. Someone's hit my price level. It must be crude. Going for a run. 9120. Going for a run. This could be a short according to my strat. Yeah, Karma's very close to my envelope, so just gotta be wary about that. Yeah, I've noticed that. Something that sort of cancels my trades usually. That's my strategy. Anyway, it's running moving average envelopes on range charts for entries and exits primarily, and then 5 minute or and a half an hour. I like the Karma. I like volume profile. Little bit of price action. Level 2 stuff, you know, but nothing crazy. Just looking for big blocks, basically. In the order, in the book. And I don't know whether I should flick over to the ES ever again, because I'm just going to lose all my money. So bad. There was a great trader, Brian Watt, Mr. Yen. I'm not sure if you ever saw him, Origin Code. But I think he's battling a bit of some health issues at the moment. Fingers crossed for him. You were short at the top before the news. Yeah, nice, man. So you sort of preempted that CPI print. Yeah. Currently watching the price action for next play. Targets are fixed. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Oh, it was cool. It was pretty obvious, I guess, to preempt that move. That CPI print was always going to be worse. Like, it's just, this is more of a case of how much they could cool it down. The cooks, how much could they cool down the broth by? Anyway, that's just speculative, of course. I was having a good week so far, but I can't blame you, Origin Code. My first attendee of the day, and I got a bit excited. Didn't really quite double check what I was doing. But for your for your sake, man, I think we'll just put it down to my cat. I've got this lovely animal in the trading room with me, and she does like to spend a lot of time in my lap. I'll just put it down to the cat taking my focus away from what I was doing there for a second. That was a bloody good blunder though, wasn't it? I'm glad you're here for that. Because, yeah. It's been a nice little run to the upside after that initial dumpage. I don't know why that anyone would be dumping crude right now. Yesterday, I guess people wanted to be flat before CPI. But, I don't know. Could be the same. Interesting. What's the time now? Coming up to... So that was the news. 9 a.m. news has been and gone. We got a little pumpy on crude. Nice little pump on crude, and what? Not too much action. A little bit of follow through there, but buyers might be getting out now, maybe. I think cats are just the ultimate animal for trading, you know, risk, in my opinion anyway. They're not loud. They just want to chill, you know. They do offer some good advice from time to time, I've noticed. And obviously relieve a lot of tension. If you're that way inclined. Cats. Gotta love them. Never traded with a dog, so I can't really say I've experimented. Or a duck, or whatever. But in my opinion, cats, in my logic anyway. Okay, so we're seeing a bit of movement to the downside here on equities now. A little bit of rejection. Some consolidation possibly before the next leg up. There wasn't really any signs on Delta. I guess this was a good sign here actually. It's a nice little diverging hint that you can get on the Delta that I like to look for. Except I'm still a bit distraught by that loss, so I'm just calm. I'm just chilling for the moment. I'm not going to jump into anything here. Yeah, they are crazy, aren't they, cats? How they can just sense your mood and the environment. I think I saw a crazy video on the internet the other day where cats were sensing the incoming earthquake by about 15 or 20 seconds. Obviously there was like a micro tremor or something before the earthquake. And they were all jumping around doing their thing. Like alien, man. Nah. Okay, so we're getting back down to the bottom of volume. Buyers are going to want to step in here if they can. They're going to consolidate, or we're going to reject and go down to see the next volume node here at 555. 4555 and 3/4. So that number was really challenging me yesterday to say that $4,555. Yeah, so 4555. Let's just call it that, shall we? Buyer's trying to salvage this. 4565. Might get a short. Could get short here, possibly. Run it back down to point of control. It's probably inevitable. I should take it on the ES, try and get my money back, but that's, which I guess you'd qualify that as revenge trading, which is a absolute no-no at any time, realistically. You know, even for fun, it's not worth doing. It'll just piss you off. So, but yeah, that's ideally that's what I do. I go and chase my losses and jump on the ES and go for a short right now and probably get wrecked again.
And it's gone.
Yep. They are coming down to visit point of control. Maybe we could take a little cheeky long off point of control here. Just resetting everything. Wick tester at 60. So do you're still trading your your funded accounts, man, or you know, your combines? Are you a fan of those? I think a lot of people sort of say like what a scam they are and stuff, and yeah, I've probably spent quite a bit of money, you know, not on resets but just monthly subscriptions because I haven't YOLO'd in and made a huge killing on my first 3 trades and past steps in a matter of, you know, a day or two. So I have probably spent too much money, but I mean, so I consider it the same as going into university or, you know, whatever. Spending money on your tertiary education, you know. It's better than spending money on like losing 10 grand on the NASDAQ because you don't know what you're fucking doing. That ain't cool. That's not good. Where is that one? I got this one. It's really good. No, it's not that one. Anyway. I think it's Randy. Some Randy, maybe. Can't find him. Got too many. So we're just hanging out here. It's this is Back to the Futures. If you're joining me in the past, hopefully it all worked out for you. It's a lot more of an exciting day today for everybody than it was yesterday, so hopefully everyone's taking advantage. I'm certainly not. Down $500 on the day after mistrading on the ES, mistaking the ES for the MES, taking a really bad trade, and then taking a really bad L. I had probably opportunities to get out, but I didn't, so I think it was going to come back on me. So let's just have a look here, see if you can see the trade I took. I don't have the... There it is there. Terrible stuff. Obviously, it just never got another chance. That was my best exit there at VWAP. So, but yeah, we had a feeling that would happen. Just a pity, just a shame that it happened on the big contract and not the micro. Would have been able to take a little bit of drawdown with that. I guess I would have just got out here looking for a break. If we didn't get a break, then I would have just got out. Yeah, so looking for a few more trades here later on. What's it, 9:20? So market's nearly been over for an hour. They have pushed quite nicely to the upside after overnight sell-off and then the CPI sell-off pre-market. So we'll see if we can hold VWAP, or at least point of control. That's the first port of call here. Can we hold point of control? I'm thinking, you know, I think
Order working.
cheeky little long here might be worth it. See if we can get along here. Off point of control, just a quick little scalp, nothing serious. Looks like a double bottom setting up here at 58. Not really good sign. Maybe I'll take 5-4. Take bottom of volume. You know, 54 3/4. See if we get a fill. Crude, what are we doing on crude? Still sitting up, floating up there at 91.30. Pushing again. A little bit of bar exhaustion possibly. $91.41 was the overnight. I mean the current high. Not the overnight. Check out the 30-minute on the oil, crude. What are we doing? About to test 91.45, 46. That's going to be value area high from Monday. Yeah. That could be that there, and then we got another volume node there up there at 66, 65. Which could be a good place for a sell. A short, maybe. And let's have a quick look at the ES on the 30-minute. We're doing on the daily here. We must be. I don't know, I haven't pushed too far. Not Icarus yet. Flew too close to the sun and we burst. Burst into flames. I do see a bit of rejection here though. Front run. Value area high. Back to point of control and possibly back to value area low to retest, do a week test here, or a half-hour week test at 45.60. So we'll see what's coming up. 45.60 could act as some support. Pretty oversold here on CL on the 5-minute. RSI. Volume's dropping down. You can see volume sort of spiking with these pushes up, so I think that's a pretty good indication that some more long-term buyers probably entering the market. You know, 15-minute. The only thing I hate about this volume chart and Trade Evade is you can't, the one that's built into it, you can't set it to start at 12. I mean at 8 a.m. It starts at 8:30, so you have to manually put them in. It's a real pain in the butt, especially I don't have a high DPI mouse, you know. Alright, so things are slackening off a bit here. The volume's dropping down. Back to the equities. We're still waiting on a fill here. Just sitting under point of control. 54 3/4. 45.60 at the moment. Providing some good support. So we're back to the scene of the crime basically before all this crap started. 7:30 Central. Okay. Positive vibes though. Positive vibes. We got still got a long day to go here. We've been streaming for about an hour and 45. A bit longer than a bit more fatigue creeping in now. Because I usually start streaming an hour later from the equity open. sometimes with a crude open. But no real rhyme or reason. Hey, just good to hang out here and chill back with some other traders, see what's going on. Pretty exciting world to be involved with right now, regardless whether you're making money or not. Fascinating stuff. All right, so we did see some support at 60, and they're going to use that as a launch pad, or see some. I can't work out. Ah, shit, eh? Yeah. That's a really good push up. Oh, what's happening with Delta? Same price, a lot more buyers. Buyers are coming in. You know. Yeah, if you want to see that Mr. Fusion working, there's a link in the description. I think you can tip me. Not saying anyone has to tip me. Just saying if you want to see something happen with that stupid Mr. Fusion. It's not even that exciting, so maybe don't even bother. It's just a tip jar. That's all it is. It's pretty fun though. The old Mr. Fusion. Can create some more energy in the form of cups of coffee. The overinflated price of about $7.50 now in Australia for one cup, so it's pretty good. Inflation is real. I hope my life is transitory as much as the inflation is right now. That's probably the stupidest thing to say ever, but because yeah, probably going to outlive this inflation. Hopefully, both of us, all of us. It would be bad. See inflation running for as long as we're alive at this level. So what was the CPI estimate was 7.2%, and I think what was it that came out at 7.5%, and we all know it was probably a lot higher than that at like 12%, some hectic thing. Jeez, can you imagine what the markets would be doing if they actually reported the actual number? I don't think they included energy. Did they? They were saying that maybe we weren't going to include energy because then they can cook the books a bit better. Looks like a classic sort of bullish pattern here. Consolidation under, I don't know, it's just sort of gone back to yesterday's range bound chop. Not sure. We've got all the news. Everyone's gotten all the news they want now, right? There's a budget. Some budget release or some shit. Federal budget, 2:30 or something. 2 p.m. I don't know. I think that's going to have much impact on the markets. So we're going to it's NQ. Yeah, it's beautiful. Some good volatility on the day. Cool. Yes. Interesting stuff. Oops. That's the wrong one. It's very large. Yeah, so this is the rising wedge. Did nothing. Great. These are important levels from way back when, weren't they? 4579, 4580. Had them written down for some reason, not sure. There's definitely some resistance there though, wasn't there? There might be some more room to the upside here. You know, this is massive, big supply line that we broke. We might go back to retest that. I don't know about all-time highs though. That seems pretty crazy. We'd see some divergence here on the 4-hour MACD and the RSI too, eh? Yeah. So that's not very bullish in my mind. But these equity markets are so resilient. So ever resilient, you know. It's just incredible how resilient these markets are. Incredible stuff.
Slacker.
Just keep printing that money, man. Alright, this is crude. Looks like we did stay in the channel from Australia Day, the 26th. So we're back in the channel. Nothing to see here. Everything's just remaining along as expected. Nothing to see here. We're getting to the top of that channel. So what are we going to do? Sure. Yeah. That makes total sense. Origin code. Yep. You set up above it, play it as if this is a chess game where there are moves made intraday. Yeah. And you base your moves on the psychology of the other player, the player opposite you. Because you know that this is a zero-sum game. Yeah, I like it, man. I like it. So good volume there on CL tonight on the open. More volume than we've had since the third, around about the same amount of volume as the third. So that was another rescue mission. No, it wasn't actually. Sorry, I'd tell a lie. Anyway, we're just back in the channel, hanging out in the channel. Crude. Just safely cruising on up. Yes. I'm really not certain what we're going to do here. I got slapped back. Yeah, cool, man. I'd be very interested in hearing your thoughts on the funded trader space. You know, I've been at it for about a year. I haven't given all of them a try. If I had the time and the financial capital, you know, to do that, I'd give more of them a shot. But at this stage, it's just I'm just trying. I'm very interested. I'm still very interested in the prospect of the opportunity that it gives people. I don't personally think they're a scam. It's gonna make a lot of people lose their money though, because it's just inherent in trading. It annoys me the hoops that are so small, and especially in this 50K, like they're very small hoops. Like you said, that can be very good for building discipline and, you know, creating a better trader out of you at the end of the day. But yeah, it's definitely it's not a bad business model for the prop firms either, because they're you know, it's minimal risk for those people, and they're creating opportunities for other people that don't have that benefit of having a large amount of capital to play with. So I think it's a powerful thing, and I'm happy to be involved with it and help fund these places. Wow, a firm got up to 70. Holy heck. A firm. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. That's very nice. A firm busted out and actually hit the measured move nearly $80. So, are you serious? That's hectic, man. Wow, cool. Probably where I should get the heck out. Obviously had good earnings, yeah. I'm not sure. Why can't I? Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, keen to hear your thoughts on all that stuff, man. It's always interesting to see what people think. You know? So what have I got left here? I got nothing left here anyway. Okay. Bugger. I sold them all. Didn't I? Yeah. Just looking at my firm holdings. I bought a few firm holdings the other day. Just for a laugh. This is a nice little return on that. That's pretty cool. Worked out pretty well. Sorry, I'll be with you in a sec. Anyone that's waiting, anyone's wondering what's going on here, I'm just taking care of a couple of things here. Hey, watch it. Oh, my cat. Hey, oh, don't hiss at me here. Hey, my little cat hissing at me. Market that, eh? Market orders. Confirm. Indicative price 78.70. That'll do. Yeah. I want out of this. I don't have much hope and conviction in any of these trades long term at the moment, so I'm just getting in and out pending a market order here. I don't think I'm going to get much more than that. I mean, they're only at the 236 of this breakdown. I don't do much stock trading, so I don't usually talk about this sort of stuff. I like futures, but yeah, you know, they could pump it to 618, 85, 95. But I think this is a pretty good price to get out at, considering all the situations. I think I just got out. Did I? Yeah. So we are flat. We are flat in my investment account now, which is good. It's good. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Still long a heap of crypto, but that's cool. That's very long term, you know. I think a firm's reporting might be coming out after hours. I'm not sure, so they could pump here, and I could just miss out on a lot of gains. But it's cool. It's all good. All right. So back to this. I just got to get this positions back up on the screen here. Here we go. The space by default is absolutely predatory. If you ask me, yeah, I think they are definitely, absolutely. You only know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know. Yeah, absolutely, man. You got to do your own due diligence, don't you? I mean, they're definitely taking people for a ride there that don't want to do their homework. or gullible people that think they can just come in here and scoop money out of the markets with no actual, you know, effort. Some people get lucky and do that, but it's not, you know, fast money. It doesn't last long, does it? So yeah, I agree with you on that statement. They're probably taking advantage of people's ignorance and gullibility a lot. Yes, it's pushing. They pushed it. Didn't get my fill, man. That's unfortunate. They do have the advantage, yeah, because they're taking fuck all risk, you know, at the end of the day. And they're making quite a killing of this, the revolving door of traders with stars in their eyes. And the amount of people that, you know, just, not to offend any generations of people, but obviously younger people are just, it's all about now, you know, instant gratification. So if and when they do blow up, well, not if, but when they blow up, it's more of a case of let's fucking reset immediately. So I'm assuming a lot of their fees, you know, a lot of their revenue is based on those fees. Which is, like I said, I think if you were a prop firm, it's a bloody good business model. But you gotta have that realistically in the back of your mind if you're gonna get into this stuff. Otherwise, it's just gonna be another statistic giving them, just lining their pockets. Welcome to the 21st century. Takes a lot of time and discipline to find consistency. Yeah, it does. And then the problem is seasonality, and the markets change, and, you know, Federal Reserve fucking stances change and all that. It's tough. You finally find yourself running up a nice consistent strategy in a market, and then the market changes. But yeah, it's not at all easy. And you can't have that expectation anyway. It's like I like to treat it like a tradesperson or like an office job. You just turn up and you do your job the way it's been taught to you, or, you know, you've worked out how to do it to the best of your ability, and hopefully the results just come automatically from that. Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying. Top step, yeah, very tough. I mean, I'm proof, man. This is day 276 or something. I've been trying since January last year. I signed up for Top Step, and I've gotten so close so many times. But in all honesty, I've never passed a step. I've never even gotten close to passing, to becoming funded. So it's yeah, I agree. It's a tough one. So you have a much better position of success looking at their competitors. Like, are you saying like, you know, the doing the combines through those other places could be a bit easier? Is that what you mean by that? What do we got here? CL. I just wanted to have a quick look at CL. 9:44 a.m. Looks like we're just consolidating up here at this levels, putting quite a bit of volume in at 30. So it might start slowing down here. Looks like some buyer exhaustion up here. And not exhaustion, some divergence, not making any impact, so more selling. Possible little reversal back down to see point of control possibly at 75. So this comment here, Top Step in particular with their system, the odds are so against you, you have a much better position of success looking at their competitors. Okay, so you're saying, yeah, go and check out the other competitors. I see what you're saying. I think there was a new one now. Is it Earn to Trade? They had the career path thing where there's no like set sized account size. You literally grow the account size with your success. Have you seen that one, man? Looks pretty cool. It's like groundbreaking in the prop firm space anyway. Well, they're saying it's groundbreaking. I think it might be end of trade. Let me just have a quick look here. Canadian futures trader was talking about it. He's cool. I like watching him too sometimes. Yeah, the trader career path. You build your career with a scaling plan. Yeah, I like that. I like the idea of this. I've been thinking about giving this one a shot. It's pretty cool. Because, yeah, Top Step is so hard, man. It's really, really tough. Go away. I don't want to see the chat. Thank you. Let's just bring this up here for a second. This thing. Become a professional trader. Trader career path. 25k exam, trading exam, pass, get funded, join a trading firm. So you just sort of, you just proceed, through this thing. And you do a 25k live account, then you build that up, and then you get a 50k live account, you can build that up. So obviously it's gonna take quite a while to get to a $200,000 account or more, but that seems cool. Because that way, I mean, the thing that sucks about the 50k is like you're locked in, and you finally get funded as a 50k, and that's it. There's no room to scale from there. So, not that I don't know. If I ever get that far, I'd be so G'd and for it, I'd probably just have multiple accounts anyway, like most people do. But yeah, I like the look of this. It's still quite tough, but just the way you can grow it. It's interesting. Interesting look at it. And I think at the moment they got 50% off. So I should be sending everyone there. It's from my own thing, affiliation. But anyway, I think it's usually $150. It's $75 until the end of this month or something. And the discount probably remains for the life of the account. I think that's what I've been told. So it's worth checking out. I've heard good things about Lilu. And have you tried Apex? Apex is. I've heard some good things about Apex as well. Not about anything about their payouts, but just seemed like they're a little bit, possibly a little bit more lenient with what they're doing. Yeah, that's what I like about it. The offering to us to at least have a shot in the game, play the game alongside some of these bigger players. I don't know, a clip of 5 contracts is nothing compared to what some of these people are throwing around, but a clip of 15 contracts, and that's ridiculous anyway. I wouldn't, at the moment for me, I see that as crazy, but eventually one day maybe it's not. But that's what I like about it is I can get in there and get my fingers dirty, get my hands dirty, and really feel the sense of risk. I take this very seriously, So, I think that's the only way to do it. You've got to take it pretty serious and treat it as if it is your own capital. But just give yourself a little bit more of a chance of winning. Because you've got a little bit more leeway, a little bit more drawdown, a little bit more balls. Let's just have a look here on Bloomberg. I hate watching this crap, but sometimes they offer some insight.
But what about the rest of the market? At what point do these surging energy prices become more of a headwind for the consumer or a headwind for corporate America and eat into their bottom line?
Well, I mean, look, energy is one component of inflation for sure. So the way I would think about it is if you look at consumer confidence numbers and you look at the surveys of small businesses in particular,
oh man, go away, man.
To eat the pricing, the confidence numbers are through the floor, mainly because prices are too high.
Is this peak inflation?
We've never seen readings this high in terms of pessimism around inflation from the consumer or these small businesses. That energy is part of
we
that.
We don't know about that.
Thing. Is there a magic number on crude that says, okay, we're gonna, things gonna flip over now, and we get real demand destruction? There's all kinds of estimates out there. My simple rule of thumb in the U.S. is that once gasoline prices hit about $4 at the pump, on average, we're not there yet, that's when you start to see demand destruction for gasoline, which of course is one of the biggest components of demand for crude oil.
Mike, just wrapping things up a little bit. And coming at this from the earnings point of view, earnings have been super strong over the last 18 months. How symmetrical do you think it's going to be going forward?
This is all speculation.
Almost a bit like the sort of the Fed target. Have we had pull forward? Is that what the last 18 months were about? And if so, from an earnings point of view, thinking going forward, do we get the opposite and equal reaction?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, in April of 2020, we were kind of the earnings bull on this positive operating leverage story. And I would say people were slow on the draw on that. It took a long time. And quite frankly, we underestimated how much operating leverage there was. It's just been a phenomenal run. So I think it would be naive to suggest that if we have the normal kind of, boil, roll coming off the boil, if you will, slowdown as you typically at this time of the expansion, that there should be some negative impact on the other side. The payback in demand is one argument. The consumer income growth is another argument. And then the inventory build, which could put pressure on pricing, which is really where all the over-earning came from. It was pricing. There was no discounting because of this.
Bloomberg, man, it's not really helpful. Sometimes, best of times, realistically, it's just a load of shite. At CNBC, probably even worse. What do we got?
Opportunities to add to our portfolio. We'll of course
Kellogg's dumping.
But we're very
No,
when it comes
we
to
got beat on the
price.
earnings, man. We didn't. We couldn't keep up with the price of corn.
Always be on the lookout for opportunities that would add value to our portfolio.
Steve, you just mentioned snacks and wellness and.
Yeah, I don't really buy that either. But anyway, not here to speculate. We're here for a bit of speculation. Yeah. All right. Back to trading. I don't know whether I'm going to do any more trading tonight. I'm waiting for a good opportunity, but my head's not really in the game tonight after that loss. It sort of hit me pretty hard. I'd really love to recover it and get my feet back on the ground here, but anyway, we're just going to trade the opportunities themselves coming through. Yay, finally. Okay. What do we see? 25k account is tough. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, 25k is tough. It would be micros, yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying with the affiliate perspective stuff too, definitely. I don't know. That's not something I've really been interested in or looking at doing, I got to get involved here, surely.
Order working.
Surely. Get something going here. Maybe not. I mean, that's the second rejection. Yeah, it would be micros, and I'm not sure how long it takes you to build that thing up. It's worth the investigation, though. I think once you get to those those points, you can actually build into a 50k account. Then scale in, and then reach those profit levels. You can move up again. So that's what excites me about it. Just the ability for the firm to grow around your potential as a trader, and for you to grow and grow into that potential as well. All right, so we're coming up to 10 a.m. 10 a.m. news coming up in 5 minutes. Seeing some action to the downside here at the moment. When I've retested these levels at CL, ES, sorry, we were on the right one. And we got slapped again. So they don't want to go back into this range, do they? That they don't want that gap to be, but if they do, then I could be in for a nasty surprise here. Definitely on the MES now. That's unfortunate, but probably stick with the MES here for the time being. Take a couple of stabs. CL's just chilling. No real break to the downside here. 91.05 is support. I don't know. It's consolidation. Oh, we missed that fill. Should have gone for what we said. Nah, we would have still missed it. Okay. Five 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 4555. I'd like to get a long from 4555 if we can, please. Can someone come and fill me? Oh, come on, man. Give me something. Give me a fill. Come and grab me before you jet off to your next destination.
Oh, you make it sound so easy.
You just buy here and buy low and sell high. That's all you got to do, you know? That's all you got to do. Just buy low and sell high. That's what they keep telling me. Let's go. Fill me. Fill me. 454 5555. No, they don't. They're just front running the gap. Okay, some movement station here. Oh, jeez. What do we got on the ES? Just have a quick look for some locks or some big blocks to the downside. 450, 550. Give me the fill. Man, no way.
Order filled.
I'm just getting involved here. I don't want to miss out on my flight back to glory. Testing VWAP, testing volume, holding, flattening out here. Looks like some consolidation at 555.5. Come on. All right, we're gonna see a little push here. If we can get over this range, karma, we should be good to go. Actually, we're gonna see a rejection here. Rejection of these wicks. 61s. Wick test 60. Wick test at 60. Do we get it? Do we get over? Probably at this stage, the way my day is working out, maybe not. Yes. All right. So we're finally in a trade. Second trade of the day. The actual first trade that we decided to take, like properly. I mean, we wanted that short before, but not that big, not that dramatic. It was a bit heavy. Nat gas. What's Nat gas doing today? It's still dropping. So they're obviously concerned by the good weather that you guys are having over there. The winter's not looking to be as tough as expected now. The end of the winter. Something. We're still holding here. Looking for buyers, looking for buyers. Any buyers? Doesn't look like we're going to hold. Rejection. Yeah. Next stop's VWAP. Or a full rotation down the volume here at 545, 46. Potentially. Nice little bounce off VWAP. Should see a second test. Probably, maybe a failure. I mean, there's a lot of volume down here to retest. Didn't really spend much time down there. Take another one down there at 46 and quarter, maybe. Maybe. Still seeing some support above VWAP here, so back into volume. 4,555. Let's go, guys. Come on. Let's see some money. Yeah. I mean, I guess the good thing about all this is that we have a choice now, hey, with all these prop firms popping up. Like, it's a good thing. You know? I'm just hiding. Oh, we got a bit of a push here from VWAP. Maybe we're going to get some follow through now. Delta's looking a bit slow and slack. And just slowly recovering our loss here. Very slow, very slowly. Okay, so buyers are pushing, possibly push to the edge of this volume. Point of control on the day is at 70, but there's a lot of volume there at 65 too, so 64. That could be a bit of a resistance. Alright, they're pushing through volume. Point of controls flips on the day. It's sort of like, yeah, I think I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that. I'm looking at the ES here, aren't I? Yeah. Just going to take that because we're in the middle of volume. It's, you know, Karma's probably a good spot, 67.50, but I've just been so ripped off recently. I'd probably get a small pullback and then rush up to point of control here on the day. At 68. Retest 68, possibly retested the volume, edge of volume. 70s, 69s. 69. I always go for the wrong button on 69. I can never find it. Oh, it's fine. It's luckily it's not obscene, but it's probably triggering for some viewers. All right, so we do see a bit of a dip there. The price stalled up there. You know, that was volume, highest volume of the session there at 65. So I was a little bit wary. We captured the majority of that. Yeah, just got involved a little bit early and didn't wait to see how they reacted off VWAP. They come back down to retest VWAP maybe. Retest these wicks. We're going to see this full rotation now. Buyers and not committed. I said I was going to sell rips today on the ES, and here I am buying after losing all my money to a short earlier on. Obviously the trend's up now. Cool, so the second trade today was pretty successful. It was $30, 32.50 on a micro. It's all right. Not tragic. On the ES, that would have been, what, 2/3 of my loss recovered or something like that. Yeah, sometimes that's been the biggest thing for me, man. Hey, is just trying to balance out risk versus reward, I guess. Sometimes it just seems like I'd have more of a chance in passing these combines if I was more aggressive. The timidness can really take its toll psychologically, I guess. You get so close to passing a step and, you know. But I guess that comes with experience too. Can't rush these things. It's the same. The beautiful thing about the micros is it's basically the same strategy. Technically, it's just completely different psychologically. When I see a lot of good traders talking about turning off the P&L, not looking at P&L. That'd be a nice luxury to have, working for an actual prop firm. But yeah, we got to sort of take that into account, don't we? It's such a small leash. Yeah, these are the trials and tribulations of being a prop firm funded trader in 2022.
We're sending you back to the future.
Yep, there we go. We just retested down there. It's wanted to retest 60s. Make sure we're okay. Is everyone okay? Everyone's strapped in, ready for the 60s. Yeah, definitely. It's not oversold, so it was tough to be completely committed to that movement, especially after all the chop we've been seeing the last few days. I guess now that CPI prints out, we can probably put all that behind us. And I got to start being a bit more decisive. Fingers crossed. Probably more decisive than the Fed anyway. Oh, man.
Become an employee of this firm, you will make your first million within 3 years. Okay? I'm going to repeat that. You will make $1 million within 3 years of your first day of employment at JT Marlin. There is no question as to whether or not you'll become a millionaire working here. The only question is how many times.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, it looks pretty indecisive again. Maybe a short is on offer here. Point of control. Not really liking point of control. Just a lot of volume there at 65. It's like we push over this now. We're forever hold your peace, bulls. You had the chance to have a normal market above CPI. Pre-market levels. It's failed. There's a lovely dip buying opportunity there. I don't know where I was at, what I was doing. I think I was considering buying crude at that moment. I probably should have done that. Because we did dip quite a bit after the CPI initially came out. Not much though, did we? What was it? 11:30, that was it there. Yeah. So what are we seeing on the 30-minute on the CL? What was that opportunity there to buy? It was basically off point of control from yesterday. Off volume from yesterday. That was all taken along from value area low initially after that first dip. That had been an ultimate spot. But no good. Still haven't gotten quite up to tests. Value area high from from Monday. Keep saying Thursday. Why am I saying that? It's Thursday today.
Smoke weed every day.
That's Monday, right? Yeah. So close enough though, I guess. I cleared the gap. Trying to accept price back into this range here. We've 2-day island top. So, you know, until we get back into this range, we could still say this is a 1-day island top, I guess. 91.75s. Just have to see how it plays out. Yeah. Yes, for the day, let's just review the day quickly. Got a nice bounce after the CPI print came out. Pre-market, we dumped. And we found some support at point of control from Tuesday. It's a naked point of control. After we left that area and we gapped up in the overnight. So we did see price go back up to retest settlement on the day from yesterday. 77 3/4 and reject. So it's playing ping pong now between settlement and the bottom of yesterday's range. Value currently trying to get some support here at value area low. And VWAP again, retested. Interesting stuff. Coming up to what, 10:15 a.m. Central. Hopefully it's a beautiful day wherever you are. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being with us. This is Back to the Futures, where we try not to get wrecked trading futures. Usually most days of the week. Looks like markets have generally shaken it off, done a Taylor Swift and shaken off the CPI, the CPI. And there's a bit of indecision here now, realistically. It's ranging out. Going back down to test volume there at 4,555. And VWAP again. So this is the third test. Usually third test is not the best test. First test is usually the best test, as they say. It's probably going to rotate back down to the value area lows. Wants to recheck this volume down here. Now, I mean, you still got overnight highs, the lows. I'm sorry. This all happened pre-market, so you know you've still got a low here from overnight, so to speak, that hasn't been checked. We know the market doesn't like that. The market likes to take credit for all these price movements. Actual market during open hours. We often see overnight highs being checked. I think we saw that today in CL. Overnight high, checked, exceeded. Overnight lows were run too, checked, and yeah, so it's something to keep an eye on, something I can always look out for. You know, if there's an overnight low or an overnight high still in the picture, that's a good chance we might run them. And there's an overnight high still in the picture here that we never quite got to, so that's not very bullish. It's quite bearish actually to be rejected just before we see overnight has been tested. Of getting front run, just people in the know, smarter traders than me are not feeling confident about, you know, the bullish situation. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. I just had to have a word with the with my cat, my friend the cat. Trying to push back into this volume. It's not looking strong, to be honest. But just delta wise, it looks like some exhaustion at these levels, or possibly just long term buyers sticking around here waiting for higher prices. This is the 4th VWAP test now, is it? 5th, 6th test now. Surely we're going to crack this now. Doesn't look strong. Do we take a long? Where do we want to take a long from? I don't know. 45, 46. Looks pretty tasty. Next volume node here on the volume profile. Yeah, so what are your thoughts on the rest of the month? I guess what next FOMC meeting? It's March 16th, I think, is scheduled. So there's probably not going to be any rate increases when that's the first opportunity at a rate increase, right? So anything up until that point is speculation. I saw some dude on Bloomberg the other day or yesterday or something, someone up high, you know, an oligarchical figure that's probably in control of the government, as we know. They were talking about less than, you know, what, no more than 25 basis points. Is that what they'd say? 0.25% raise at the next meeting. So maybe that's a hint. The guy's not even in fucking politics, so it's the fact that he was talking about that, it was a bit suspicious. Because you know, he's not like a CEO of a company or anything. He's just on a lot of boards. He's the one of the guys running our lives silently in the background. Okay, so seeing some support here at excuse me, at 4552 and a quarter. So that could be bullish. Its price doesn't seem to want to go below that at this stage. Karma's starting to lean over a little bit. It's always something to look for me. Karma's sort of the Kaufman adaptive moving average. I think it's weighted based on volume. So but it's not volume weighted. It's slightly different. Investing.com, you can check it out if you want to know how the karma works. I don't actually know how they calculate it exactly, but I like it as a moving average on a 5-minute and on a range chart. Yeah, true. Origin code. I feel you. Don't get involved in any of the fundamentals and the political narrative and all that sort of stuff. I mean, it's fascinating and it's like a soap opera, so it's hard not to actually, you know, get involved. But I'm not a news watcher. I don't watch news. I don't swipe left on my phone to get news every day when I wake up like most people. It's ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. You're right. And yeah, like if you're a day trader, you're not, why be concerned by these things? You're just trading what you're seeing. It's all about discretion. Does it fit into your strategy, regardless of the narrative? I think I started out like not just basically doing basic technical analysis and focusing on price action more than anything, and I was doing quite well, but I guess it gives me a little bit more peace of mind in the long term, what to expect, or just possible, you know, at least being cognizant of dates that are important, you know, important financial dates like today's CPI and FOMC meetings and EIA reports and all that sort of stuff. Like, just remaining cognizant of all that is, to me, pretty important, at least so that I know when to not participate, generally speaking. Hopefully one day I'll get to a point where I can take advantage of those situations, which is evidently why, you know, places like TopStep have a rule where they, you know, you can't trade news times, you can't trade release times, because it's probably very profitable most of the time once you get the hang of that sort of stuff. It's only a minute before and a minute after, but you miss all the fireworks. So, but yeah, I know what you're saying, man. It's yeah, I've seen some of those UN meetings. It's pretty sick, hey. It's you know, the IMF talking about the Great Reset, and that was like 3 years ago, pre-COVID. And you got Yellen coming out talking about all this stuff, like if a certain event occurred, then this is what could happen. Just, I don't know, that was pretty twisted. I felt pretty sick when I saw that. I think that was November 2019 or something. Or 2018, possibly. 2018. I'm losing track of time. It's been so long since we've had masks on and gotten locked down. That, you know, like you said, man, don't get caught up in the narrative. It's just all BS. You know, I trade what I see, and I think that's a good analogy for life too. Like when I look out my window, I still see the sun shining. I still see blue sky, and I hear birds chirping and kangaroos jumping around in the paddock. Yeah. You know, so life goes on, you know, regardless of what's on CNN or Bloomberg or whatever the heck, or whoever's running the show. You know, the animals don't know about inflation. The animals don't know about the thing. I'm not going to say it just in case they cut my stream. Yesterday I had some random internet issues after I spoke about Russia and Ukraine regarding the price of oil. It was probably just a coincidence. But
Smoke weed every day.
From my perspective, it's all by design to influence the mind and generate participation. Yeah. From our predator class, eat that up, liquidity. That liquidity, yeah. It's so true, man. It's very smart stuff. I'm so happy to engage with people that are, you know, on that level. You start wondering whether there's anyone left with an open mind, but the fact is there is. It's just they're just hidden from view. Yeah, so that's great advice. Day trading, you know, just be primarily worried about price action. Play what's in front of you. You know, I'm not talking about momentum trading. I'm just talking about, generally speaking, like if I didn't know that this had anything to do with CPI print or what inflation was, then I'd just say, well, there's a dip and it's coming into my strategy zone, my buy zone. I should take a long. You know, a few times I've been wrecked on that, but that's just been over leveraged and undercapitalized. So it's definitely way less stressful. Not as fun though, man. You know, gotta speculate from time to time. It's fun. But yeah, it can do your head in pretty quick. And also just blind you from, you know, keep us dumb and blinded from all the actual options and all the things that are happening. Actually miss what's actually happening in front of us. Yeah, yeah. I don't feel like, I mean, it's probably got more of a chance of getting our phones tapped here than in America right now. I don't know. I'm not going to get into all that sort of stuff. But Australia has not been a very free place to be living in the last few years, that's for sure. Yeah. By the grace of God, we still at least have some sort of, you know, fairly equal society over here. It's not as hectic with the 1% situation, but probably soon will be. We're just America 2.0, you know. Whatever people say. But yeah, not here to totally get into politics and stuff. I don't want it to become sort of that conspiracy nut, you know, political view channel. I don't think you're that sort of person either. It's, you know, reject the narrative, just stay out of it and play the game the way you see fit. So, but yeah, it's interesting times to get involved. Yeah, all that fact checking stuff and stuff going on social networking now. It's I think the golden age of freedom of speech is long behind us. But you know, at least someone like me still has the opportunity to get on here and have a chat, speak my mind, do the things that I do without too much regard to, you know, my own safety. So pretty lucky in that regard. Pretty lucky. Still, you know, things could always be worse. There seems to be getting some support here of point of control on the ES. A lot of volume being put in here at 45555, our favorite number from yesterday and today. So it's just ranging again, back into the range state. Volume's dropping off. 10:30. And then that's the other thing I wanted to get back online and start streaming again, because you get to meet, you know, some very learned people. So that's how to do it. Looks like point of control is trying to hold. We're trying to hold up here, but it's not really working out for us. Delta's coming down. I think we're probably looking for longs here, to be honest. There's no real price spike down to the downside yet. I don't know. What do we got on there? Yes. Some brackets. We need some bracket orders here so I can get my money back. Need to get some cash back, man. Like Putin. Feeling good. All right, so we're 2 hours 50 into the stream. It's coming up to 10:30 Central. New 30-minute candle has been printed. Let's have a look. A bit of a nothing candle. Some indecision here. Trying to stay out of this gap. Getting back out of value, out of range. Rejected out of off value. Rejecting off range. Traders are probably trying to short the shit out of this right now. Retest the lows. I don't see why not. delta looks pretty heavy. It's just how the price, we're not really seeing much effect here. So it could be a trap. I still think they at least need to come down and check this volume. I'm not sure though. Not financial advice. I'm just a speculative player in this game. So liquidity provider, that's probably all you could call me, and I'm not even doing that because I'm trading friggin' evaluations, which means sim trading at the moment. So I'm looking forward to the day I can offer that service to my fellow human with some realness, some authenticity. I need another coffee though. Could do with some coffee for sure. Where's that coffee at, Jerry? How's it tasting? Yeah, not the best. Okay. I don't know. What do you go? What do you like drinking during a good trading session? What's your go-to? You a mocha man or Earl Grey man or what? Or a gin man? I bought some beautiful single malt whiskey the other day. Very underrated. Australians are only just sort of catching on to it. So it's delicious stuff. You just got to make sure you buy the really expensive stuff so you can't guzzle it. Breaking down to the downside here. Value area low. Really wanted to take a short there off VWAP. There's just so much chop. I thought maybe they're trying to build some momentum. But Karma's been telling the future here since, for about the last 15 minutes, it's been telling me to go short. Again, though, in the diddle zone, it's not ideal. I only really take trades in the diddle zone on a micro. Okay, so we've got value area low down here on the day. Volume could be potential for a long here. Or we're just going to flush heavy. I'm not sure. So do you sort of sit back for the first hour or whatever? You know, do you play the open origin code, or do you just sort of wait and see, wait for the extremes of the market to show themselves to you and then play, like I said, play the game from there, capitalize on the intraday movements? I think today you said you were short pre-CPI, so that was a good move, man. Did you have to get up early for that? Where you say you're from Indiana or something? Kansas? And you must have had to get up pretty early for put that trade on. That's commitment, vision. That's what I'm trying to learn here. You know, I have the vision, but then I don't have the commitment to my trade. I don't have the conviction. Sometimes things seem too easy, and I don't take the opportunity. But you know, I guess that's what. Not saying I'm a master, but that's what experience is. You know, someone good at what they do, how do they do it? And a lot of times, if they're really good at what they do, they can't actually tell you how they do it. It's one of those ones. Okay, come on down here to check volume. I'm really tempted to take a long here at 45.
Order
Probably
working.
Put one in here. Oh shit, this is ES. Again, I'm such a dickhead.
Order working. Order working.
Gotta focus, man. I'm here chatting. That's the other thing. Little bit less focus when you're streaming, but that's cool. I think having that extra pressure can probably help me to focus a little bit more sometimes too. So, and just give me the strength. Just stick it out. Be here for a few more hours of a day. Yeah, cool, man. So you just sort of hit it as soon as you as soon as you sit down, regardless of the time, you don't have a favorite time. You trade the overnight, you trade the day session, blah blah blah. It doesn't really matter to you. You got a strat that works regardless of volume or regardless of time. Maybe not regardless of, but not as, you know. That's cool. I like that, being able to just treat it like a tool, you know, like you just go out into the back shed and turn on the grinder, angle grinder, or the, you know, whatever, the wood turner, and start making something out of it. But yeah, congrats to you for putting on that trade, man. Getting up early and predicting this crappy CPI print, and taking a short, taking that initiative. You deserve the profits. It's excellent. Most excellent. Let's see. Secured the bag. He did. I like how you say you'll play too, like you're in a casino, but you're not. I don't get that feeling from you that you're a gambler. Cool. Yeah, true, definitely, and that's key as well. Hey, taking that break. You know, fighting that fatigue off if you're going to be in the chair for a while. You're going to have clear vision, fresh eyes. It's very important, you know. Yeah. Gonna see a fill here. Can we get a fill, please? So you trading with brackets, man, or you're holding for a little while longer than a bracket? I don't want to get too personal. All right, again, holding up here, finding a shelf here at 47.50. Just not having any luck today. Just don't lose. Yeah, this is a game, man. You know, and you could switch off to the money fact too. Like if you're trading NQ or ES, like that's big money. CL, that's big money. I'm talking about like what some people work an entire week to make in one trade. It's pretty sick when you think about it. But if you can look at it like a game and you master and a craft and master that craft, then you know good things can happen. Oh, I've got a connection issue here, I think. No, it's a bit flaky. Trying to get a fill down here in the volume, 46.25. Just not getting it. Price did dip for a bit. This is making me nervous now. Not sure. Ghost clips. Oh yeah, nice. Right. What platform is that on, man? Is that a Ninja Trader or something else? Sink or swim? Yeah, brackets. I used to like my bracket orders on NQ, just to make sure that I'm, can manage that trade. Sometimes things get pretty out of control pretty quickly. So buyers stepping in here, trying to recover back to VWAP, back to volume. I really wanted a little bit lower, to be honest. That entry is just in no man's land there. Front running volume. Not really. They're not really front running volume. They're testing this. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. They're just testing these wicks here. Hey, what do we got? What can we see? CL's still at the top of its channel. Yes. too many lines on my chart at the moment. I'm gonna just go to 1 minute to see what we can see. Okay, I've got a bit of a descending wedge here. My 1 minute. Let's play this game. This fun game of spot the pattern. On a 1 minute. Still. Never know. We break this. Did I just move one of my marks? I think I did. Or 68.75. Yep. Yeah. Okay. A lot of floors down here to catch price. So Sierra charts, yeah, awesome charting software, awesome platform, amazing. I'd love to have that. Ghost charts, ghost clips. That's great. That's really cool. So basically they're hidden to other traders until prices hit. Is that right? It's getting all technical. It's a cool name though, Ghost Clips. We've got a bit of support resistance happening here. 58. So let's see if we can get back up into this range here. Might see a bit of follow through. Retest to 65, possibly. We can break through. Look at the volume just dropped off though. It's pretty boring. Coming up to end of the morning session now. Lunch hours are rapidly approaching New York. At 17 minutes left for hot dog time. CL's just hanging up there. This is what we saw yesterday before the EIA announcement. Delta's dropping off. Prices just picking up nicely before the nice big spike. I think it was about a 70 or 80 cent move within a few minutes. So I was probably going to see that again here. But it's very overbought right now. Well, not completely, but it's starting to look a bit hot. And you can see it trending down too as price is trending up. So it's weaker. It's usually sometimes a sign of bearish divergence. We see that on a CL chart on 5 minute. So look here. Yeah, there's nothing really to see there. It's small time frames anyway, so. That's cool. So we broke out, did we? We broken out of this thing. We were tripping. Yeah, we broke out. Yay. Okay, so looking a bit more bullish here on the MES now. Nice little bounce back above VWAP. I was trying to get involved, get back in some sort of resemblance of control. Look up to 5 minute karma and range, volume 58. So they're pushing it. That was a nice little buy up there. Not bad, not bad. Pretty stoked with that one if you got it. No, it's not really. That was me yesterday. Today I'm a little bit more like a deer in the headlights, even though it's not that volatile. Its price is pretty flat. MQ got down 0.9% on the session. Crude's up 2%. What's going on with the bonds? It's down a little. Yeah, okay. Oh, well, that was a nice little dip by there. I just missed my fill. Didn't get to quite get the volume. I should have looked across and seen these beautiful wicks here. I wanted to be tested. Yeah, it's just that's another great thing. You know, it's a visual market. A lot of this is such a visual market. So that's why I like it. I like patterns and stuff. Pattern recognition. Damn, man, that was good. These guys are starting to get a little bit more G'd with the situation. A little bit more excited. I think this happened last night too, coming into lunch hour, but we ran it down into lunch hour so that it was pretty much algorithmic activity after 11 Central, and then we pushed up on it, just melted up. This is a little bit more different. So I mean, if we get oversold, overbought here on the 5 minute before lunch hour, that's probably a sign to fade the move. I don't know. That's what I'd say. We'll look at another short up here, possibly. There's a nice wick looking to be tested. 70. The 70 yesterday was such a huge resistance. Couldn't even get over it. It was so funny. It's comedic. Price is stalling up a little bit here. Delta's holding up, but price has slowed up. And the edge of this volume here at 65. So is this a short? I don't know. I think we've got a little bit more room to move. I'd like to see 70s. Wouldn't mind seeing a 70. If we can get a 70, then maybe it's a shot. And again, if we bust out on 70s, then we could just moon. This market is so crazy. Like we break this resistance. 85 was as high as we got yesterday. So if we do that, then maybe we can proceed up to the next level. It's like playing a video game, Mario Brothers or something. This is probably the next stop. Hey, it's 4663. I think that is it? Top of that candle, 46. Why can't I see it? The open, there we go. The high. 466175. Is that right? Yeah. Cool. Okay. I reckon that's, if we're going to keep pushing, that's probably the next destination. I don't know whether we're going to get there today. It's a big push. Still. Room to move. We've seen it before. These resilient markets. Okay, CL's pushed up here, finally busted out of this little range here that we're in, consolidating at 91. They want higher prices. Crude's at high of the day. Oversold in the 5. 30-minute crude. From Monday. Oh, I think we're back. Are we back? Man, that was a spike and a half. There's a beautiful CL short there on offer, and my internet went haywire. That was good. It was nice. Fun times. I think I better probably call this stream a complete stream now before I get wrecked again and get stuck in a trade I can't get out of. Rapidly downloading the Tradeovate app to my phone so I can get out of a bad trade. Thanks to all the guys, anyone that came in and said g'day, particularly Origin Code. Special thanks to you, man, for saying g'day and sharing your thoughts on some of these important topics we all face as day traders in the 21st century. It's been a pleasure to be here tonight. Some fireworks that I didn't really take advantage of. Had that big loss early on, trading the wrong contract. So that was a really good lesson to learn. Although I know I've learned that lesson a few times already. It's the first time I've done it on stream for a bad L anyway, and hopefully that won't happen again. Because that's rough, man. Yeah, so cheers up. Hopefully everyone's afternoon is kick-ass, profitable, safe, and enjoyable. And yeah, we'll probably be back here tomorrow. Trade the chilled vibes on a Friday. Put on a couple of trades and see what happens. See what the market brings us. Anyway, shall be a fun times regardless of what the market's doing, I'm sure. Okay, great. Yeah, what else is there? I don't think there's any market stuff going on tomorrow in terms of announcements or anything, so it could just be another rangey sort of or day or a melt-up day. I'm not sure. I have to check it out as it unfolds. Stay discretionary, people. Yeah, and keep it real, and we'll see you on the flip. Thanks again. Peace.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Great Scott.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.